Right, let's have a look round. It's incredible. As you saw, I washed the bike and a couple of revolutions of the wheel and all the brake dust seems to go out onto the wheel rim. It's hard to fathom how that actually happens. We'll get the polishing cloths out and get her tidied up. This is the stuff I use for cleaning all the bikes. It's a sort of on with one cloth, polish off with another cloth, and it does everything. I mean, literally, windscreen, fairing, anywhere. It's just wipe on, wipe off. It used to be cheap. It's not that cheap anymore, but it leaves a great shine. You can just put it on anywhere. I just tend to give the cloth a good soaking to start with, and that lasts for a long time. The fairing in around the front of the engine there is inclined to catch quite a bit of dirt. So the most of it's washed off, but it's always good to give it a good scrubbing or a good polish. I even like doing the stands. In fact, that's one of my favourite things, make sure the stands are shiny and rust free and dirt free. I'm sure you've noticed in some of the videos there's quite a lot of vibration around the fairing and stuff, you know, especially whenever you're taking off from a rest, and I have to admit it does drive me crazy, but it's kind of hard to find. There's that much plastic around the bike, all the fairing panels and stuff. I'll start this up here and see if I can identify any of the rattles. That's going to have to come off. That's one. These were cheap Chinese mirrors. Whenever I say cheap, they weren't that cheap. They were 80 quid for two mirrors, but they're Chinese. The BMW ones were about £300 each, so that was never going to be an option. They're not a great fit. They're meant to just snap off. Just like that. I have them tied with a cable tie so that if ever, in the result of any sort of a collision, they still stay attached to the bike. Now, there are wee, I don't want to mark anything here, there's wee spring clip things there and up at the top which secure over the two balls. As you can see, I've already got a wee bit of packing placed in there to try and stop that from rubbing. Right, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean my balls and then I'm going to grease them. Now, enough. The squeaking's probably actually coming from, you know, a bit of plastic rubbing against plastic, which until you actually identify exactly where it is going to be kind of hard to keep quiet. I'll grease these here and put them back on again, then see if I can find the squeak. In fact, I'll check for rub marks. A rub mark is always a good thing. Ah, now look here. I don't want to damage this. You're going to struggle to see this. You see, just now you're not going to see it. Just there at the bottom, there's a rub mark there, which would be rubbing down there. I'll put this back on again and get a wee bit of grease on there and just see if that stops the squeak. Just a smidgen. Where's that mark? There's it there. This is a bit brutal. I don't like doing this. You have to hammer it on. So you make sure you're all lined up with all the clips. I think that's cured that one. Cleaning the windscreen's probably the most delicate job because obviously you don't want to scratch it. This screen was on the bike whenever I bought it and it has survived so far without any scratches. And what I do is I put the screen up like that to give you a bit of room in around it, and then use new or very clean cloths. Lee Bailey's Aircraft Plastic. I tell you what, it's a hard wearing screen. Have to do the inside now as well. A couple of watermarks on it, not much. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, there's a drop of water leaking out there. Right, we're nearly there. Let's get it off the ramp. This is the tricky bit because the centre stand is inclined to slide forward with the bike. It's not easy. So, wish me luck. It didn't. There, that'll keep the dust off them.